Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Indian Bull vs Bear. In today's video, I'll share my analysis of historical trends of the engineering sector. This video is part of the series The Final Missing Piece. Before moving on, please read the entire disclaimer carefully. So, the engineering sector in the Indian stock market encompasses companies involved in manufacturing, designing, and servicing various types of machinery, equipments, and industrial products. It covers a broad range of industries, including capital goods, heavy engineering, construction equipment, industrial machinery, and precision engineering. The key growth drivers for this sector includes export opportunities and technological advancements. The government supports this sector with initiatives like Make in India, PLI schemes, and infrastructure development. The major challenges for this sector includes raw material costs, global competition, skilled labor shortage, and supply chain disruptions. So now in order to identify the trends in this sector, I will present two graphs. These are the end results of my analysis of the share price movements of last 10 years of top 10 companies of this sector. The top 10 companies of this sector comprises of 4 mid cap and 6 small cap companies. The first graph will show the yearly returns, whereas the second graph will show the monthly returns. So let's start with the yearly returns graph. So this is the graph. The green bars in this graph represents the positive yearly returns, whereas the red bars shows the negative yearly returns. The orange line down here, it shows the cumulative returns in percentage. The green lines here, they show the number of months with positive returns, whereas the red line shows the number of months with negative returns. So let's start with 2015. 2015 was a very good year for this sector with 22.20% average returns. 6 months gave positive returns and 6 months gave negative returns in 2015 for the sector. But 2016 was a bad year for the sector with actually a loss or negative returns of minus 12.81%, with 7 months giving negative returns and 5 months giving positive returns in 2016. In 2017, though, the sector performed very strongly. It's a strong comeback, and the sector gave returns of 85.23%, with 8 months giving positive returns and 4 months giving negative returns. In 2018, the sector actually performed very, very bad, and it gave a negative returns of minus 27.57%, with 9 months out of 12 gave negative returns, and only 3 months managed to give some kind of positive returns in 2018. 2019 was even worse than 2018, and the sector managed to give a negative returns of minus 36.45%, with 8 months giving positive negative returns and only 4 months giving positive returns. The situation turns on its head in 2020, and the sector performed very, very well and gave a very good average returns of 71.80%, with 10 positive months and only 2 negative months. 2021 was even better month for the sector with 83.38% returns and 8 positive months and only 4 negative months. 2022 was a strong year for the sector with 22.65% returns. 8 months managed to give positive returns and only 4 months gave negative returns. 2023 was a dream year for this sector with 115.33% returns. 10 months gave positive returns in 2023 and only 2 months gave negative returns. 2024 too was a very strong year for this sector with 76.41% returns. 7 months gave positive returns and 5 months gave negative returns. So last 5 years are very strong for this sector. You can see the cumulative returns is in this orange line over here. In last 10 years, the cumulative return is 1,233.30%, which means just more than 13x. Let's see the takeaways. So the first takeaway is the cumulative return. We have just saw that the cumulative return over the last 10 years in the sector is 1233.30%, which is a bit over 13x. CAGR of 29.57, a very good CAGR, I would say. 29.57% CAGR over the last 10 years. Net negative yearly returns. So there were three instances, 3 years which gave net negative yearly returns. Those were 2016, 2018, and 2019, with negative returns of minus 12.81%, minus 27.57%, and minus 36.45%, respectively. So it's not good. Three negative years out of last 10 years is not good. Best year, 2023, no doubt about it. In 2023, the sector managed to give returns of 115.33%. Massive, massive returns in a single year by a sector. The worst year, 2019, indeed a very bad year with negative returns of minus 36.45%. And the positive to negative year ratio is 2.33 is to 1, which means 2.33 positive years against every one negative year. Let's move on to the next graph, which is the monthly returns graph. Here it is. The green bars here shows the mean monthly returns positive, and the red bar shows the negative mean monthly returns. The green line shows the number of years with positive returns, whereas this red line shows the number of years with negative returns. So to start in January, the January seems to be a good month for the sector with average returns of 3.94%, and 8 years out of last 10 years, this sector gave positive returns in the month of January, and two times it gave negative returns. February and March are the weaker months for the sector quite clearly. The average returns in the month of February are minus 3.63%, with seven negative years and only three positive years. March has a similar story with average negative returns of minus 3.13% and seven negative and three positive years in the last 10 years in the month of March. April seems to be a very good month. In fact, the best month for this sector with 7.28% returns, with nine positive and only one negative uh, return in the last 10 years. So, no doubt about it, April is a very good month for this sector. May too seems to be a decent month with 2.33% average returns, six uh, negative and only four positive. Now this is concerning. Although the returns are 2.33%, it has given negative returns in May six times in the last uh, 10 years. This is concerning. June seems to be a better month with 5.32% average returns and six positive and four negative in the last 10 years. July, another strong month with 4.54% average returns with eight positive years and two negative years. August uh, is an okay month for this sector with 1.10% average return, but seven negative years and only three positive years. So, not a good month for the sector by any reach of imagination. September, decent month for this sector with 2.66% average returns, six positive and four negative years. October, a good month for this sector with 2.42% returns and eight positive years and two negative years. November, a strong month for the sector with 6.05% average returns with six positive and four negative years. And December is an average month for the sector with 2.05% average returns and five positive and five negative years. Now, it's something strange is happening. I've noticed in this. See, May, August, these two months, although they have average positive returns, but The sector has given negative returns more number of years than the positive returns in both of these months. So anyone who is interested in the sector need to be careful and mindful about these 2 months, May and August, for this. Now let's see the takeaways. Cheaper months, February and March, no doubt about them. But I would like to again point out that May and August too seems to be not so good month for this sector. Costlier months, April with 7.28% average returns and 9 out of 10 years positive returns. June with 5.32% average returns and 6 out of 10 positive years. And November with 6.05% average returns and 6 out of 10 positive returns. The last thing is the positive to negative month ratio. It is 1.35 is to 1. That means 1.35 positive months against every one negative month. So that is all from my side in this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video and comment. I'll be back soon with another video. Goodbye for now.